Hey there, this is Perch. So I don't know how to review this comic anymore. I've read lots and lots of comics, and I cannot understand exactly what's going on with Extremists. So what the hell? Let's just review this in a different way, shall we? Let's see what this takes look like. All right, it's Extremist number 4, and old Jono here is ripping his brains out. So this is promising some pretty intense action. He's got a lot of comics in there, but there's no way this can possibly go wrong. We are dropped right into a pretty action-packed scene, and the Blob is making handsies at old Betsy, and Jono is looking on like, I don't know. There's a big chubby guy, and she's like, what, 14, 16? Really hard to tell, but they're playing handsies. And Bobby is like, hey, he's in his suspenders, and he's thinking, what you looking at, old Jono? And Jono's going, now the Blob's giving Moneta some kind of back rub, and that's weird. His big sweaty belly's against her, but there's some heat in this room, some action in this room. And Bobby's like, nah, what are you talking about? I know them sexual hijinks, and nah, there's nothing going on. And Shano is like, he put his hand on his arm, man. He put his hand there. He's doing stuff. And Bobby's like, I'll put my hand on your arm. How's that? You making you uncomfortable? No, he's not going to have any of it. He just flies away, and leaving old Bobby back there with his suspenders. So there goes North Star. He is in the sky, and he's like gonna tell us a little bit about his powers. Like basically, screw the Flash and Quicksilver and all the rest of them. He does have to caveat it: fastest mutant. He's the fastest mutant, so not gonna start a little brand war with DC there. He's just saying mutant, sticking out that mutant territory, fastest. So Quicksilver's been served basically right here, and he's saying he could just like fly so fast he'd kill himself, which is cool. I think this is Heroes in Crisis. Somehow this has become Heroes in Crisis. He's gonna just kill a bunch of people in a therapy. No, he's not. He's just fallen, and now he's good. And he wakes up in sweaty sheets, and he's thinking, what do I do? I'm gonna try on some different outfits. That'll be fun. And check in on the old coworkers, see how co-working is going today. If the coworkers are getting their jobs done, like a good supervisor in his little trenchy coat, he's thinking, how's it going? There's some French. He's like, oh, you've got some French. And then I'm just going to talk about you like you're not here. And Bobby's wearing a crazy sweater. He's like, I don't just have the suspenders, man. I don't just have suspenders. I also have this crazy poofy sweater. But then he's like, I don't want the sweater, huh? Look at this. Look at my abs. How about the abs? You like these abs? And again, Jono's having none of it. It's Bobby's charms are going nowhere. So in comes Fred and his squeeze here, Betsy. They decided to walk to work this morning, and Jono's thinking, yeah, they definitely did it. That's look at how happy. Look at how happy old Betsy looks. That's the face of a woman who's just been under the blob. Yeah, she's a little thinner this morning. That explains the kind of 14-year-old body there. She's been under the blob. So Jono's like, I'm going to go check out this theater. Oh, I know that theater. So he goes rushing down. I'll go see what shenanigans are going down at the Pryteca Theater 6 seconds later. He's bragging about being able to do light speed, and yet 6 seconds. I'm just saying Quicksilver, he was running so fast he was in another dimension recently. So I'm going to go ahead and call BS on this fastest mutant stuff there. So in goes Jono to the theater. It's a nice Chinese theater. It looks a little run down, so we're thinking maybe this is a pervert theater. It's kind of what you kind of feel like. And there's Richter. Richter's got a sweater as well, some kind of crazy sweater. Meanwhile, Bobby's back in his suspenders, so great. There's a lot of action happening in this comic. Oh no, he's Iceman, and Moneta's like, my brainwashing isn't really working. Now my fingers are going all wobbly, and I've got a headache. Need some Advil. That's what's gonna happen here. So in we go to the pervert theater, and people are kissing. It's a kissing theater. They're watching like romantic comedies. This is where the Sandra Bullock films are shown in the future. They're shown in the Pryteca, the historic Pryteca Theater. That's where the Sandra Bullock films are. So they go in, old Richter's got some popcorn, and he's like, "Hey, don't kiss. Don't kiss while you're watching the people kissing." There's a little smack, but then they're sitting down and they're like, I think, oh no, it's a silent movie. Well, in fairness, the Sandra Bullock films would be better silent. So that's a fair point. Oh, and here comes Bobby. Bobby's here now, and Bobby's thinking, I know that love and sex are outlawed in this new Age of X-Men world here, but I'm thinking you and Richter, we could have a little threes company there. Maybe the three of us could go up into the projection room and have a little adventure. Oh, some more action. Jono's like, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, to Bobby. Richter goes out to check, say, hey, you're making a lot of noise. You're disturbing people with your hot, sweaty action out here in the lobby. People are not going to know if they should watch the silent Sandra Bullock film or your hot, sweaty action. So, and then they're like, oh, I've got beer. Okay, so let's go up to the roof, have some beers. No, it's champagne, apparently. It's $15 champagne, which is not good champagne. These guys are going to get bad headaches in the morning listening to their records in their speakeasies with their speakers. And Jean-Paul goes flying off with his champagne bottle. And they're thinking there's some love going on and some sex and skiing. And then, oh man, now let's all sit on uncomfortably close on this couch. Jono's like, you're like just leaned into me drinking champagne out of a bottle. That's what dudes do. That's what they do. When they're alone, they get some champagne and they drink in a decrepit couch on a rooftop. The comic is very relatable. This is my average Wednesday night. I usually, a couple friends of mine, we go up on the roof with some suspenders and bottles of champagne. We just drink it. That's what we do. We just drink it. And, they're going to do some kissing. And that's good. Oh, they're starting to remember. So there's basically this Age of X-Men thing. The all-powerful memory wipes are kind of crap. It's like everybody's just remembering now. The Age of X-Men powers it's not really working. And it's funny because there's not like a big villain or anything that's like breaking the mind wipe, or there wasn't a challenge. It's just kind of fading away. Kind of like when you're constipated and then just you start being not constipated anymore. That's kind of what this comic is. You were constipated and then now you're kind of not. So Jubilee has got a bat and she's got a kid, so she's just gonna burn this whole keyboard symbol situation to the ground. Yeah. So yeah, this comic, the action is coming at us now. She's gonna just blow some crap up, and then she's like, why don't the rest of us blow some stuff up? And Richter's ready. He's got his balls there that he's going to use. And Jeano is like, we should riot. And he's doing it in like that. You can tell he's got his tough man voice on. I suggest we riot. And then he's going at it. And Bobby looks kind of happy. He's like, I tried the sweater. I tried no sweater. And now I've got suspenders. I'm good. To be continued. So the next issue is when we're getting the action. That's when it's all going to happen. So this has been an amazing issue. It is just, stuff is going on. We've got, to recap. We'll just do a little like a recap here. So first we had some action, and then we had some sweaters, and then we had some, there was some handsy. Actually, the handsy came before the sweater. We had some handsy, then we had some sweaters, then we had some abs, then we had a Sandra Bullock movie, and then we had drinking champagne, and then we had some suspenders, and now we're having kind of setting some fires in the streets after some lounging on the couch. So a lot happened in this issue. You gotta give it to this team. They are putting out some action. Yeah. That's what they're doing. X-Tremists, issue 4. Go get it. Age of X-Men continues. 1 more month. Save us, Hickman. Hey, like, subscribe, tell a friend, notify, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter, Comic Perch. But seriously, save us, Hickman. Save us like now, please, now.